So with a really basic tune, you have loads of options, and there's not necessarily a right or wrong thing. It's kind of a nice way to get inspiration on how to fancy a tune is with your voice, however you would sing it, whatever you find doing it. And then the other thing is to listen to people who are playing this music. Go on YouTube at Cripple Creek and hear a ton of fiddle players doing it, or listen to your favorite fiddle players on an album doing it, and then start singing along with them, and then you'll start to get the idiomatic style in your ear, and then you'll start hearing that. You'll notice a lot of times I'm a big fan of pickups and playing things before the actual downbeat happens, because it lets everybody know where we're going. It's like handing the melody out on a plate. So lots of times, instead of just starting, you'll hear me walk up. So I'm always putting extra notes in the space that are leading me to the home note that we want to land on.
Okay.
So the most basic thing is to walk up the scale. And we're going to do that same kind of thing that we did in Liza Jane. When we're walking up the scale, we could do lots of different bowing patterns. All in a down bow. Right, that's where we're putting the push on that extra G sharp. Okay, so that's one option. The other option is, so starting down bow and then 2 up whistlers. Right. So any kind of it's all the same notes. It has the same rhythm. It's just what mood you want to set with those pickups. Okay. So that's an easy thing to do every time. So that's adding open A's. We're on the 1 chord there. Okay. So I'm adding open A's in between the real melody notes. If the melody is, I'm adding. Right, just filling out more space. Do that one more time. Nice, okay. And then that's one idea. Right, so again, we're filling more space, which is the basic melody, right? So, nice. And then you're on that E, you get to walk right back up. And then let's see, we could do the same thing. Or you could change it, because it's the 3rd phrase, it's the same as the first. Let's do that this time. Nice, so that's one option. Idea, and it's ornamenting the same line.
Okay.
And then, so we were on the A. We could walk up to the B, walk up to the D. Right, or that's another idea to end the phrase. So to put some of those ideas together. Here's an example. That's another ending. Okay. So you're just changing one note every time. So the ending was with the C sharp to the A. That's how I played the first time. Or you could do with the B instead of the C sharp.
Okay.
Okay. So I would recommend going through and making sure that those are all part of your vocabulary, and then playing, having a fun time with them and deciding which one you're going to do in what order. Okay. Okay, so for the B part, again, I would start with pickups. So let's try that together. Pickups, A, B, C sharp. So it's just a little bit different. The other really easy thing to do that I should have mentioned at the beginning is to do the droning that we did with Liza Jane. So last time we did an open E drone with everything, but now the melody is starting on the E string, so we can do an open A drone because we're in the key of A, and that's why I worked previously A or E, because that was in the one chord. So this time, and then we go to C sharp. Just keep your bow on both strings the whole time. Let's try that. And and so if you wanted to do that with the B part, I would do that because it's going in the one chord, so that's all open drumming. And then put your fourth finger down. Right. Okay. Keep that A droning thing happening. Okay, so those are all the options. Those are not all the options. Those are some of the very many options to go home and play with. But the big thing is to hear the chord movement. So getting used to playing the backup is really important. Hearing that 1, 4, and 5. So let's play it. Let's go through and play the tune once more, and feel free to embellish the melody as much or as little as you like. Okay? And why don't you go first? Okay, and then I'll play after you and playing the chords.